Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Just going to give it a few seconds. YouTube was acting stank this morning and not wanting me to go live, but here I am. Hey, Nep. First one in the building. How are you, Nep? Hey, LJ. Thank you for being a member. Hey, CCN TV. Good morning. All my fellas is in here first. Look at that. Now, y'all know I love my bitches, but I love my fellas just as much. I really do. Okay, so guys, I'm sure y'all have been keeping up with a little bit of what's going on in these raggedy ass YouTube streets. Hold on, let me turn my live chat on so I can try to see everything. There we go. Got that done and give y'all a little bit of color. All right. Hey, LaWanda Dix. Hey, T. Danielle. Oh, CCN TV said, we rock with you too. Thank you. Okay, so, hey, T. Evans. First thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Rob Rack and Tracy thing. Excuse me, guys. So, since we've had time to watch and look and see and hear people's opinions, and we've had time to see what the new charges are. If you haven't seen what the new charges are, I did post about them. So when I posted, he had a $500,000 bail. I am hearing that since I posted that, it had been reduced to $25,000, but then the bail was revoked because he is currently on parole, probation. I don't know which one. I ain't no jailbird bitch. Don't get me to lying, but he on one of them, and because this technically is a violation of the parole probation, that his bail has been revoked. That's what they're saying now. So his next court date is supposed to be like on the 12th or something, but because the bail was revoked, I don't know. Hey, Drifting Daisy, how are you, girl? I don't know if they're going to let him out this time, even on his own recognizance. Because y'all know he got released last time, ROR, released on recognizance. So he didn't have to pay anything last time to be released, I don't think. I don't think. I'm not sure. Hey, Lizzie McInquire, thank you for being a member. Hey, Roxy, and thank you for being a member. So we just have to kind of wait around until the 12th to see what they're going to do with this motherfucker this time around. Um, I don't know if Troy Allen is going to have the jail exclusives this time around because, as y'all know, Troy Allen. I was just listening to Jay Wilson, and Jay Wilson said something. No, 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 no. Sean Bradley said something very important. I was just listening to him as well. And Sean Bradley said that Troy Allen came at this thing as a reporter, but where he fucked up is he made himself a part of the story. And I agree. I agree. So I don't know if he's even going to be able to report on this newest arrest this time around since he's made himself a part of the story. And now he is talking about filing his own charges against Rob. I also did hear Troy Allen say that he is not the one who called the police. So if y'all go back and watch pieces of Rob's video, you will see it's a part of the video where he was sitting outside across the street yelling and screaming at his next door neighbor. The guy that was staying next door to him in the hotel, he was yelling and screaming, very belligerent and threatening that man to beat his ass because the man had the nerve to knock on Rob's door and tell him to keep it the fuck down, pipe down, bitch. So Rob just couldn't handle that. So he decided to Watusi his ass across the street and scream and yell and make a spectacle of himself while screaming and yelling his full government name out. So if you ask me, the man that was staying next to that crazy son of a bitch, the man who paid good money to stay in that hotel to get a good night's sleep so he can wake up in the morning and go to work the next day, is the one that got that dumb motherfucker arrested, if you ask me. Now, one of my real astute bitches told me, and I went back and I tried to look for it, but people was talking to me, my family and shit was talking to me, so I couldn't really hear everything that I wanted to hear. But one of my astute bitches told me, y'all, that white boy that Rob was sitting over there with when he was yelling and screaming across the parking lot at his next door neighbor, they told me that him and that white boy was sitting over there smoking fucking crack rock. If you go back and look at that video, when Rob was out there smoking whatever they was smoking, his lips got real white. Real quick. And she also told me that she heard the cracking and the popping and the sizzling of a fucking crack pipe out there. So, like I said, I tried to go back myself and look for it, but I was kind of busy yesterday. I didn't get time, and by the time I did get time, I had forgot to go back and fucking try to really listen to it. So, yeah, that's what one of my real astute bitches told me that she heard and she saw, and that's what she took away from the situation. Rob and that white boy was sitting across the parking lot smoking crack. So I'm gonna have to go back and look and see again if I can hear the crack and the pop and the sizzle of that motherfucking crack pipe they was over there smoking on. Say, how does one know what a crack sizzle sounds like? Well, we black people and a lot of black people have been raised up in, different kind of situations. So I don't know what the crack and the pop and the sizzle sound like, but there are people out there that do. And I was told that one of my bitches heard the crack and the pop and the sizzle, motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. So we gonna go back over there. We gonna listen real close to the time where that white boy comes on the screen and they having that whole little conversation. And Rob was outside screaming like a fucking maniac. But once again, if you ask me, that's the shit that got him arrested. Is all that carrying on he was doing out there in public. Now, in the beginning, I figured that his charge was probably going to be like something like in public intoxication or, disturbing the peace. But no, it was threats of bodily injury or bodily harm, and that was a felony. And then they got him for a misdemeanor of resisting arrest. Now, I will say that misdemeanor of resisting arrest is a little shaky because from what we saw on the footage, he was not resisting. He was not resisting from what we saw on the footage. Now, we don't know what happened once they cut the camera off. But from what we saw no resistance. We saw a fucking idiot more concerned with YouTube and his phone than actually hurrying his ass up and getting on his stomach like they was commanding him to do with drawn weapons. We saw that. But we didn't see him resisting. So I don't know exactly what that one's all about. Y'all know sometimes they do try to stack the charges on your ass for something to stick. So I wouldn't be surprised if that one might get dropped. But once again, like I said, we don't know what happened when they cut that camera off. So the resisting that situation could have happened after they cut the camera off. Because Rob was very vocal and very what's the word I want to use? He was very hype and vocal and drunk, and he thought he was that nigga. So Anthony McNeil, thank you for being a member. Anthony says you can YouTube it, what it looks and sounds like. I'm just saying. Okay, Anthony, thank you. Thank you. Cause I mean, I kind of know what I'm looking for. Cause I done seen New Jack City a lot of times. And when Pookie was smoking that crack pipe, it had a pop and a sizzle into it. So I kind of knew what I was looking for, but I ain't never seen that shit in real life. So I was just going to give it the Pookie treatment. And I was going to go over there and look for what Pookie had taught me 20 years ago. But thank you, Neil. I'm going to Google it and I'm going to YouTube it before I go back over there to Rob and really listen now that I know what I'm listening for. Anthony said that's a part of resisting, not obeying commands. Okay, so I mean, he obeyed the commands. He was just a little slow on the draw because he was very concerned with YouTube and his Nimbus. Like that shit was more important than his life at that point. And I'm like, damn, we about to watch this nigga get killed. Speaking of, hey, Faith Driven One. Faith Driven says the resisting comes from not getting down when they told him and he kept talking on his live. Okay. Faith Driven said it will get dropped to a failure to submit. Okay. All right. That sounds about right. Drifting Daisy says watching enough of movies with drugs to know. Yeah, that too. Um, and see, Roxy said, I know how it sounds from New Jack City. That's how I know. Pookie taught me everything I need to know about a crackhead. Miss Cruiser, hey Miss Cruiser, thank you for being a member. Miss Cruiser says, so it's crack, not autism. Allegedly, Miss Cruiser, I believe it's a combination of alcohol, autism, crack. Rob also said that when he was born, his daddy was 38 and his mama was 43. So he's also the product of a geriatric pregnancy. And we don't know if his mama was an alcoholic. He could have been a geriatric pregnancy, and he could have been a alky baby. He has the look of an alky baby. It was one of these bitches around here. They was saying that the bitch was born with with like alky baby syndrome, and they put pictures up to show what alky baby syndrome looks like, and that shit falls into the category of Rob Rack and what he got going on over there too. So it was probably all that. And he was born at a time before there was even like a warning on a pack of cigarettes. So back when he was born, pregnant women used to drink alcohol. They was drinking cigarettes. He was born in the epidemic of crack, like right when crack was becoming crack. So she was probably smoking crack too. Yes, Neptarian, thank you. Fetal alcohol syndrome. I call it alky baby syndrome, nigga. Thank you, Nep, coming through with the real terms for shit. Nep said, bitch, the shade is thick, thick. Oh, yes, Nep. You know, we like a thickums over here. T. Danielle said, Miss Cruiser, I think he has Asperger's. No, I don't think he has Asperger's because people with Asperger's are genuinely smart people. They just have a fucking, like, they're kind of like assholes and they don't realize it. When I think of Asperger's syndrome, I always go back to that Sheldon character on Big Bang Theory. Sheldon is a fucking genius and he's hilarious, but he's also an asshole. You know what I'm saying? And I would probably put something like Asperger's more on somebody like a Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn has that Sheldon shit with her. She's got that Asperger's shit. This motherfucking Rob Rack nigga, he ain't got no Asperger's. He just a dumb nigga. He just dumb. Like I probably would be apt to say that motherfucker didn't even graduate high school properly. Now I would probably say he is somewhere on the spectrum because they are saying he's an engineer, but I haven't really heard what his job was. They've been calling him a mechanical engineer, and to me, that means that he works in the mechanic shop around the back of the Walmart, or he changing your oil down there at the 5-minute oil change place. That's a mechanical engineer. A motherfucking shade tree mechanic, a nigga who can climb up underneath your car and tap your starter a few times to get that bitch started and to get you pooting along and only gonna charge you $10 for it. That's what this T Danielle. Am I lying about Sheldon? Now tell me, T Danielle, does Rob have any of Sheldon's qualities? I don't fucking think so. So Asperger's is out of the fucking picture as far as I'm concerned. That's out of the picture as far as I'm concerned. That nigga ain't got no Asperger's. That motherfucker has a personality disorder and some type of mental disorder, in my opinion. He has personality disorder and a mental disorder. And I keep telling y'all, a lot of these people around here, y'all say they have mental disorders. I don't think it's so much mental disorders that's running rampant around here. I think it's a lot of personality disorders. And it's a little different. It's just a little different. CT Danielle said none at all. Sheldon is just socially off. Yeah, Rob is not quite. I don't want to call him socially off. He's not socially off. He's mentally. No, it's not even mental. He has a substance abuse problem. He has a substance abuse problem and he needs a good old school ass whooping. And I think if they leave him in jail for more than 10 days this time, I think he might get that all deserving ass whooping that he been asking for all these many fucking months. Cause them jailhouse niggas, they don't really play too much with all that bragging and boasting and peacocking, and they'll beat that nigga down. Hello, ladies. GFTV was live a couple of times last night. Now, I don't know if y'all was watching him, but one time I think he got popped for somebody porn bombed him last night. I think. I'm not sure. Lately, I've been doing a lot of listening and not too much watching. So I have YouTube Premium, so I'm able to turn my phone off and put it in my pocket and just listen without watching. So I've been doing that a lot lately to save battery power because the way y'all niggas been acting up, all my devices have been on Read the Heart of Philadelphia. I can't get these bitches to charge up past 40% fucking with y'all niggas these days. But anyways, anyways, I feel like what was I saying about GFTV? Oh yeah, he somehow, I think he got porn bombed last night, but he came back and he was blaming like Octavius, and then he had some words also for Rico the Brat, because I believe Rico the Brat had porn bombed him previously, from what ZX was saying. So that happened, but he also was saying hold on, let me get my thoughts together because I lost my train of thought. He also was saying that it was something about Rob. I lost it. I'll get back to it though. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hey Andrea, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a moderator. Hey 1970s Tiger. Oh my God, Lawanda said he's eating ass burgers. He will be in a couple of days. Oh, that's right. We was talking about Rob in jail and how he's gonna get his ass beat, in my opinion. So, GFTV, that's what I was gonna say. He can do Rob's voice so fucking well, it's scary. And I hate when Rob is like, hello, ladies. That shit is so fucking cringe. And when GFTV does it, it sounds just like him and it makes my skin crawl. I hate that shit. Hello, ladies. Like, ew, nigga, ew. Who the fuck are you talking to? Who goes for some shit like that? I'm gonna tell you who goes for some shit like that. A bitch named Tracy is who. Speaking of Tracy, so y'all know I posted over there on my community tab that oh wait a minute, let me see what y'all are saying. He should have been locked up with people on his caliber if his mental disabilities are documented. See, that's the thing, I don't think his mental disabilities are documented. You know, black folk, we don't go to no goddamn psychiatrist to have anything documented. The only time black folks go to psychiatry is when it's court mandated, bitch. So unless he's had some court mandated psychiatric visits, I don't think he's got anything that's been put on paper as far as his mental is concerned. So they can't lock him up with nothing but regular niggas because he presents as a regular nigga. The difference. Um, let's see. Anthony says, so I believe he won't carry that same energy and lock up for real, for real. Anthony got when on his video at one point he was talking about how he was in lockup and he was they was playing basketball and he's 6'3" and he was out there dunking on niggas and he was schooling niggas and he was wrecking shop. So he out there, I mean, he is who he is. People kind of, I think with Rob, people kind of feel like he is that character when he's drinking. No, 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 no. From what I've seen and a little bit of time that I've been watching the nigga, he is who he is. Alcohol or no alcohol. So him and the way his motherfucking mouth run all reckless and shit, and him thinking he the biggest and baddest motherfucker to ever walk the earth is gonna get his ass kicked down in that jailhouse. Also, something that I learned during this whole situation, I learned a new word and a new term and a new slang. I learned what jailhouse pruno was, bitch. I ain't know what that was. So if y'all was hearing anything about jailhouse pruno, so basically what that is that's that toilet wine they be making in the jail. Somebody was like, Rob gonna have to sell them booty cheeks, them little flaccid booty cheeks for some jailhouse pruno. Mixology, where I've been in the fucking suburbs, bitch. We don't do none of that where I'm from. That's where I've been, mixology, in the suburbs, bitch. Drinking box wine like a fucking human. T Danielle said they talked about Pruno on the wire. See, you know what, T Danielle? I told y'all I could never really get into the wire like that. I tried. Cause I love Weebay. Any episode that Weebay was in, bitch, I was there. I fucking love Weebay. Deep, undying love. He is so cute. Oh, I love looking at that man. So any episode Weebay was there or Stringer Bell was there, bitch, I was there. But I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. I was just sitting there with my mouth open, looking at Weebay and Stringer, bitch. Eye candy, eye candy, eye candy. Weebay in his sex scenes. Oh yes, bitch, I was here for it. I don't even need no context. I used to tell my husband, if Weebay get the fucking, you better call me. Oh, I loved Weebay. But that's on another note, bitch. T. Danielle said Thotty the Wire was good TV, but it took me a bit to get into it. My husband would be watching it and I just sat there. Me too, T. Danielle. Bitch, I just sat there. Either I'll be on my phone playing games or knitting or doing whatever. But he be watching that shit and I just be sitting there until Weebay or Stringer come across the screen and I pay attention. Mixology said The Wire was good. They should have never stopped that show. You know what, Mixology? If we clamor and we scream and we hem and haw enough, they'll bring it back, I feel. They got a real knack of bringing shows back if you scream and him and haw about them and you get like a petition going and shit. Hey, Grapes, good morning. Hey, Just a Southern Belle. Just a Southern Belle said, especially Stringer. Oh my God. Stringer and that walk, like Stringer had that fucking John Wayne, that big dick John Wayne walk. Oh, I loved it. Loved it. T. Danielle said Stringer was killed. No need for me to watch. See, Weebay wasn't dead yet. Weebay wasn't dead. Weebay didn't die. Weebay just went to jail. So it wasn't no need for me to stop watching because Weebay was still living, bitch, and I was trying to get every little piece of that. All right, we got off on a tangent. Y'all are bad. Y'all are horrible. All right, so we was talking about the Rob and Tracy thing. So I also posted over there on the community tab, Tracy, her live reaction of when Rob got arrested. Have everybody in here gotten a chance to see that? If you have not gotten a chance to see it, stop right now. Take your ass up out of here. Go over to my community tab. I put the timestamp up there. Go listen to that shit right now. Get the fuck on and go listen to that shit because it is something, baby. That's some beef sector fucking. That right there, that's going to be something that we talk about for years. This whole situation is going to be something that we talk about for years. Niggas is still bringing up Vegas Gate, and Vegas Gate was fucking dry compared to this shit here. So I expect y'all to be talking about this shit for the next 5, 6 years. I really do. I expect y'all to be giving this shit everything that you got because it was, whoo. Mixology said that cry, girl. If I had a bone in my body that gave a fuck about Tracy, I would have started crying too. But see, I know that bitch, and I know that bitch ain't shit, and I know that bitch is a good actress. So I felt nothing. No, I felt nothing other than fucking comedic laughter for that bitch. But if I had any humanity for her, it would have made me cry as well. I was watching the chat real close, and she had a lot of her people in there who actually do care about her. She had a lot of them crying. Now, I will say that bitch deserves the Oscar for the dramatics of it all. Like, Kimmy, hello, Kimmy, bitch, I hope you were watching and taking notes for the dramatics of it all, Miss Thing. Yes, I did hear the song that Buddy Lee made. Me and my entire household heard the song that Buddy Lee made, and we all gagged down on her fucking time. Yes, we did. And in honor of Tracy and Rob today, and in honor of the beef sector, y'all have been throwing so many mustard and hot dogs with mustard and mustard topped with hot dogs and hot dogs topped with mustard. Bitch, guess what I'm eating for lunch today? We are having chili dogs with coleslaw and mustard, bitch. Shout out to Rob Rack and Tracy Cakes. We're doing hot dogs and mustard and Lay's potato chips today. Cause I'm sick of y'all. I love a hot dog, bitch. Play the cry, Thotty. Miss Intel 2 is on. Miss Intel 2 is the fat girl on the steps in Jason video. Is that why she won't cut that camera on? Cause she was the fat girl on the steps? That roly-poly bitch sitting on them steps? Mixology said, what kind of mustard? Mixology, I do store brand mustard. I don't believe in paying high prices for expensive mustard. So I have a bottle of Kroger store brand mustard in the refrigerator, and that is the kind we're going to use. Play the cry. Y'all want me to play the cry, child? All right, hold. Y'all bitches better not get me flag. Hold on, let me play the cry. I'ma try not to laugh at this bitch and her pain. I'ma try my hardest, but I give you all no fucking promises, okay? Yeah. I'ma try not to laugh at this bitch and her pain. Lord, give me strength in this moment, because I wasn't planning on doing this, and I did not prepare myself to hear this shit again today. I listened to it about 23 times yesterday. Let's see, 9:02. So let me get back to 9:02. It's hard doing these little timestamps with these long ass videos, because you move the little red ball just a little bit and that bitch go back 30 minutes. All right, here we go. I'm almost there. And there we go. Here we go.
Well, that's what he gets. Whole again. Is that what he said? Well, that's what he gets.
All right. So, okay. So I gave y'all a timestamp of 9:02:30, but I should have gave y'all a timestamp of 9:02:00 because something real poignant happened at 9:02:00. And that's what we're about to listen to right now.
He won't realize it until like years later that I was a good person. He knows I am. So it just is what it is. I want the South. I want the East. I want the West. I want like, come on now. I'm good, Alana. It's
Y'all
okay.
ain't finna do this, hold up. Y'all ain't finna do this goddamn goofy ass shit.
Well, that's what he gets. Whole again. Is that what he said? Well, that's what he gets.
Okay, so you heard her just say, well, that's what he gets. Whole again, that's what he gets. Whole again is a person in the chat, and Whole again typed in, Troy Allen says he's going to report the video to the authorities and he's in fear for his life. Once again, Whole again types in, Troy Allen says he's going to report the video to the authorities and he's in fear for his life. Tracy says, well, that's what he gets. That's what he gets, Whole again. That's what he gets. Literally, 15 seconds later, this nigga's getting arrested and she's screaming like a fucking banshee. So which one is it, bitch? Literally 15 seconds previous, you said for Troy Allen calling the police, that's what Rob gets. But then when the police show up, bitch, you screaming like a fool. So which one is it? Is it that's what he gets? And the way that she started screaming and crying, my family members that heard this shit, they said, is this bitch laughing or crying? And it was people in the chat also asking if the bitch was laughing or crying. Once again, that bitch is a good actress. I believe in my heart of hearts that Tracy started all that crying and wailing and shit to make herself look innocent, to make people think that she cared about Rob, to put the smoke off of her for people saying that she called the cops. They already said it anyway. They already said that she was the one who called the cops anyway, which is not true, of course, because her ass was on live for 9 hours straight. That bitch didn't get up, didn't get a drink, didn't take a piss, didn't wash her hands, didn't do nothing. 9 hours straight. She was on fucking live listening to this nigga talking to him on his live through her live. So, of course, she didn't call the police. We were with her when he got arrested, before he got arrested. She was live. But I feel like all them theatrics and all them fucking waterworks, all that cow piss, crocodile piss running down her face was slightly fake. And it was to make people feel like she cares for him. So she didn't call the police on him. Because you know they accused her ass of calling the police the last time as well. It was just something about these first few screams and squalls that seemed a little fake. I'm just saying. So here we go with the video. All right, I see people are popping up in the chat. Hey, y'all, I can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, so I'm going to have to concentrate on this, and then I'll get back in the chat, okay?
I drop the link and let people talk that shit or whatever. Hold up, who is it? Holy shit. Oh, shit. The police is on me right now. Holy shit. Yo. Oh my God. Drop down on your knees. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. They go. That's what happened. What did I do? What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Wait, what? Oh my God. He was making threats and he had weapons.
Bitch, I tried not to laugh. I just imagine her ass just laying prostrate across the goddamn white couch. Just, I can't take it. Oh, somebody go save him. Oh, I can't take it. Oh, bitch, she had me laying across the couch, laid out when that shit happened, bitch. I had to lay out. Oh, Mixology said, who told you to play this? I'm going to block their ass. Real Life with Anthony McNeil. It did sound like she was laughing. But that's the thing with hyenas, Anthony McNeil. They scream, sound like a laugh. They cry, sound like a laugh. They cackle, sound like a laugh. Everything that come out the hyena's mouth sound like a laugh. So we have to take that into consideration. Good morning, View. View says, wonder if she cried like this at the funeral before she started fighting. Oh, View. Oh, View. I wish she was on the screen. Damn avatars. Mixology. Nobody wanted to see that shit. Oh my God. Nobody wants to see fucking tears running down her face, getting split in half by those big ass moles she got. Nobody wants to see that shit, Mixology. Nobody but you, girl. So Miss Mixology, Miss Intel 2 is the fat girl on the steps. That's the one that told me to play the video. Mixology, that bitch right there. Now I play the song "To Be Free" by Buddy Lee. No, I'm not playing Buddy Lee shit. He black sector. I don't know them niggas. I don't know they flagging purposes. I know dog, and I know dog is a little slow on the draw with the flag, so I don't have no problem playing dog shit. I don't know Buddy Lee. I don't know his astuteness. I want to hear Buddy Lee's song. Y'all gonna have to go to Buddy Lee page. I don't know that nigga. I'm not even subscribed to him. I just be, people be sharing his shit and we all in the algorithm together. So he be coming past my feed. So I saw it and I clicked in it, but no, I'm not even subscribed to that nigga. Shauna, thank you for being a member, Shauna. Shauna, girl, now I know you be in other sectors and you be having your own thing going on, Shauna, but girl, have you been keeping up what's going on over here? Shauna, have you had time to keep up what is going on over here? Something to say said, girl, there was no tears. I'm sure of it. Miss Intel to say, stop snitching, Dottie. I'ma stop it. I'ma stop it. I'ma be good.
Yeah, that's that shit right there. Now, shit, I wonder if Tracy called in. No, man, you know what I'm saying? Right, you know what I'm saying? That ain't like, do with no damn shit. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Them niggas immediately said, I wonder if Tracy called in. And that was Octavius who said that shit. Now, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but Tracy and Octavius got a close relationship. I've seen her several times while being live. She's like, Octavius, maybe he'll come over here and hit the link. Let me text him real quick. This bitch is in the background texting Octavius daily. They have formed a close relationship. If Octavius likes old mustard pussy, she gonna be flying out there to fucking grind on him next. Watch what I tell you, bitch. Octavius, I feel like he just probably has to get his mustard tolerance up a little bit before, he lets her come out to visit him. Start with small teaspoons, Octavius. Wake up in the morning and take you a teaspoon of mustard. That'll build your tolerance up for that shit, nigga. But whatever. All right, so we gonna keep playing this fucking train wreck.
Oh my God.
Y'all want to put everything on the blame. No, nigga, we gonna pay some shit. Out of jealousy and hatred. If he ain't got that note, he gonna let it go. So like,
Oh my God.
again, they gonna.
I think it was the threats. Remember the threats?
Mixology. Oh my God. Mixology says she had mustard tears too. Yellow, thick, and tangy. Bitch. Mixology, you've been the worst with this mustard shit. Didn't last time we was live, didn't you say the bitch was making a fucking a hill out of a mustard seed? Oh, Miss Intel 2 is the fat girl on the steps. And Jason Video said he probably would have put a brown paper bag over her head, just like the old school lunch bags. I think he just turned that bitch around. Excuse me, guys. But they really could go face to face because he's nothing to look at either. And she said he got the body of a 90-year-old elderly man. She said his skin sagging, his little booty cheeks be flapping in the wind. So he ain't got no right to talk about nobody. Looking the way he looked, we seen his face yesterday. All them little swollen patches and shit on his face. He looks horrible. Horrible. Yes, something to say. A hill out of a mustard seed. Ooh, Neptaria said, "You come on, Halle Berry. You better cry at the drop of a dime." Yes, Shauna. She won the fucking Beef Sector Emmy with that shit. I said, look at this bitch carrying on like this. But I will say that Tracy, later in this video, after she kind of calmed down from all this hooping and hollering, she says that the reason that she lost her shit like that was because she thought the police were going to shoot that nigga. And I will give that to her because all of us who were watching thought the police was about to shoot that nigga. Now, it didn't break us down to tears because we don't give a fuck about his ass. But apparently, she really does. So it broke her down in tears. Now, Brianna was live yesterday, and Brianna was saying that, she not even going to drag Tracy for that. Because Brianna was saying, if she put herself in those shoes, and if that was her nigga getting arrested the way Rob got arrested, she would have broke down like that too. And sitting here, like the way Brianna broke the shit down, I can say if it was my nigga getting arrested the way that Rob got arrested, bitch, I probably would have broke down too. I probably would have broke down too, bitch. I ain't even gonna lie. So for that, we're gonna give dog just the tiniest pinch of grace. Just the teeniest, tiniest pinch. Like that little pinch of salt that you put over your watermelon just to give it that little mwah, flavor. Like the tiniest pinch. That's what we gonna give her with this right here. Because generally we all thought when Tracy was running around here saying she loved a man, she loved the man, she loved the man. I said it the last time I was live. I was like, that bitch don't love him. She is infatuated and it's lust that she's lusting over him. But maybe I was coming at it with a regular human brain and a regular human emotions. Tracy is stunted. So I have to put myself back into the mindset that I was in at the ages of 14 and 15 and 16. Back then, in the age of mindset that I was in with the boyfriend and all that shit, yeah, I thought I loved a motherfucker. You don't know what love is back then when you're 14, 15, 16. So your first little boyfriend, of course you're infatuated. That puppy love, whatever, whatever. So put your mind back when you were 14, 15, and 16. That's where Tracy is currently. And you'll have a better understanding on what's going on with her, why she's making these decisions, why she feels these feelings that she feels for this man that she doesn't fucking know. It's because her development is stunted. Her emotional is stunted. And at 14, I would have been acting the same goddamn way that Tracy's acting at 55. Shauna said the difference is you would have got off the damn live like a reasonable person would. Yeah, I would have got off the live after the first hour. I definitely couldn't have gone 9. Like the longest live I've ever done was that 4-hour one that we did over there on members only. And bitch, that last hour was kind of a struggle for me. Like just to keep talking that long. Oh, I don't know how these fucking marathon livers do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Not online, like in person. If I'm sitting around kicking it with a group of people or, a group of my homegirls and we're gossiping and talking, yeah, we could talk for hours in person. But that's kind of like a give and a take, a back and a forth. I have time to rest my goddamn throat while these other bitches talk. But like all that, hey, Queen Diva. Hey, Doreen. I don't know if I spoke to you. Yes, Nep, the lemon garish. Um, that was the first stick that was hit Tracy since the summer of 86. She definitely in love. And that's the problem. That's the problem. She's too easy to fall in love with a motherfucker she don't know. And somebody who's not worthy of her love. Like, Rob is not worthy of anybody's fucking love because he's a disgusting person. And he doesn't even respect himself enough not to get pissy drunk. He doesn't even respect himself enough not to go drunk driving to kill himself or somebody else. So let's just start with that.
Remember, he said
y'all are weird.
Remember they said he threatened beefing or whatever? Remember?
I mean, y'all might think that shit is funny, but what if them cops kill Rob right now?
Oh my God.
What if they murder that nigga right now?
Oh my God.
Okay? Like, what has this nigga done to y'all? Did he take y'all money? Did he burn down your shit? Did he beat you up? Like, why y'all fucking with this nigga like this? Like, that's some bullshit, man. That's some straight bullshit. Yeah.
Miss Cruiser said, "Oh, you took me back to 15 years old. Little fella hurt my feelings." And I played the Jet song all over him, over and over. Miss Cruiser, do you know what my song was? All Cry Out by 112 in Allure. I can't even say the title of the song without getting slightly choked up to this day. That one and Don't Leave Me Girl by Blackstreet. Ooh, girl. Them two right there have me laid out. Tears all over the bed and the pillow. Those were my two right there when I was 15, Miss Cruiser, and going through it. Ooh, girl. I can't even say the words of them songs without getting choked up. We're going to move on and get back to this bitch and her crying. Okay?
Yeah, like, motherfuckers say they're being threatened, but it's like, shit, when I call this bitch out with a gun, or she gonna shoot up in the air and hit motherfucking goddamn New York or Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker got hit. That bullet got around a 7.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Down out the sky and then it will fall
this
down.
Is serious. I think that there's a lot of haters and they were calling to find out where he was. Remember that?
He was just going to the store, bro. He was just going to the fucking store to go get some cigarettes down. You know, like I said, you know, to be honest, you know, we don't know if this was a phone call or just, you know, LAPD, bro, because the cops ain't no fucking dope. Yeah. You know, Rob is in fucking California.
I can't. I'm fine, Shakira. I can't answer right now. I can't answer the phone. I can't talk.
Something to say. Something to say. So a lot of haters. Ain't no fucking haters. These are concerned, tax-paying citizens that this fool is out here threatening with bodily injury, harm, murder, rape, etc., etc. These are not haters. These are tax-paying citizens that are being threatened by a fucking menace. Let's just clear that shit up.
The gangs had more beef with the police than they did with each other.
His face, he was looking like, yo, what's going on?
They even in fear of his life.
Beefing called the cops.
Okay, well, if that's the case.
Yeah, remember Beefing? They came in here and said Beefing said that.
Time out, bro. Don't tell me Beefing. Don't tell me wiretap.
Now, see, they're making statements, but they don't have any evidence to these statements that they're making. Beefin said that when he called the police told him, the California police told him he had to call and make a report from the state that he was currently in. He had to make a report in the state to where he experienced the harassment, the threats. So Beefing has to make a report in his state of Detroit, Michigan. So in my opinion, there's no way that Beefing was able to call California police on Rob because Beefing is not in California. That's what Beefing said. Now, we know who called the police on Rob the last time around. Wasn't it Grish? Didn't Grish get up there, do a whole fucking interview and tell us the whole process on how they called the police, how they have connections to find people, etc., etc.? So why are we disregarding and discounting Grish this time around? Some things to say, how many times has she called the police on people? Too many times to count. Too many times to count. She even calls the police so much that she called them on herself. We all witnessed it. Her ass spent 10 days in the clang-a-lang-a-lang-clank from her police calling activities. I bet that bitch ain't dialed 911 since she got released. I I bet that bitch will be scared to call the police nowadays. Even if somebody breaks in her fucking house, she probably won't even call. I wouldn't call. Shit, I'm not calling them bitches, and I ain't got no problem with the police currently. I have a problem with calling the police because I have a problem with them releasing your 911 calls to the media. I never want to have my distressed 911 call released to the media, so I'm not calling no fucking police. That's just me. That's just me.
You know, like, okay, if that's the case.
He just said he was in fear for his life because I guess he threatened him or whatever. And then I guess he looked it up.
He did it, bro.
No, he just did.
I don't want to think it's him. I don't think he, you know, that nigga right. He out here with me in the D. You know, we deal with cops on a regular basis. Detroit niggas ain't no cop callers. Number one, because they don't.
And see, Vic just said it. Detroit niggas ain't no cop callers. So. And isn't it something how Rob got arrested? Vic and Octavius did not even bat a fucking eyelash. Them niggas was like, oh shit, they got him. And then they literally transitioned right back into conversation right over this man's almost dead body. Did y'all peep that shit? I said, ooh, bitch. Jay Wilson been told y'all, it ain't no friends on YouTube. It ain't no friends on YouTube, bitch. They immediately stepped over his almost dead body and kept on with the commentary on this nigga's page while his ass was being roughed up and over there allegedly resisting arrest. These niggas didn't miss a beat and they were not concerned at all. Not an ounce of concern. Did y'all peep that shit? I said, ooh, these two bitches right here are danger. Danger. I know. Go ahead, ho. Them bitches is dangerous. Stay the fuck away from them two niggas right there, because they don't mean nobody no good.
Urban motherfuckers that like to live in the South around the white folks. That you call the police. Bougie ass niggas do. Okay? You goddamn sellout. Okay? Oh my God. Motherfucking wannabe. That you call the police. Yeah. Real talk. I don't know. I can't even say.
You know what? I'm looking at Tracy's chat right now while we listening to this shit. I'm blocking this Rodney bitch. I'm sick of this fucking Rodney bitch. I've tried. Nope. Nope. Block. Fucking blocking this Rodney bitch. I will suggest all y'all do the same. Where the fuck that bitch come from? Who the fuck is this bitch? Is this bitch giving motherfuckers money for renters? What the fuck is going on here? It's been people in these people's chats for years, for months, big heavy supporters, and they ain't got no wrench. And this fucking weird ass bitch slips and slides his snake ass up in here, and he's getting all this fucking attention and all these wrenches. Who the fuck is this bitch? Block, 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 block. Shelly went off on that bitch Rodney the other day, but she kind of backtracked a little bit because he got up on her panel lying to her and shit, in my opinion. But no, I ain't going. That bitch is officially blocked. I don't like that Rodney bitch. I don't trust that bitch. Where that bitch come from? Where the fuck did he come from? Can anybody tell me? Nope. No, we ain't doing that. Block, nigga, officially.
Wrong, man. I mean, like, where the fuck was that, man? Like, you know, I didn't see the whole line because I was working. I was just in and out. But it's like, wow, man.
Hey, T Velocity, thank you for stopping in.
Check it out now. It's a doctor who stalked the motherfucker. Did it? The cop said, Robert Rockway.
Oh my God.
You know, at a hotel.
Oh my God.
So, they knew the nigga name. They rolled up knowing his name, dog.
Remember, he was threatening to have me ill. I mean, I'm just saying, you can't. Like, I didn't. I mean, I didn't. Of course, I was online. I didn't do anything, but
they knew that they called this nigga fucking first and last name. Y'all heard it for yourself. You go back.
So Tracy just said that he was threatening to have her killed. I didn't hear that part before. Tracy was saying that the nigga was over there threatening to have her killed. But she said, but I didn't do anything because I was online. Bitch, you crazy as hell. Let a nigga threaten some bitch. You crazy as hell, Tracy. Crazy as hell. Victoria C. Shea said, I used to see him at Lady Nika's chat, and when he got up on the panel, they dog walked his ass. As they should. But I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like his fucking voice. I don't like his accent. I don't like the way that bitch move. I don't like nothing about no fucking Rodney. I don't even like the way that bitch spell his name. That shit irks my spirit. Everything about him. So I'm glad to be done seeing his ass for the last fucking day. Today was the last day with that bitch and me seeing him. Miss Cruiser says, it tickles me how she can't stop crying to throw out accusations and explanations and then go back to crying. Miss Cruiser, that's where the actress shit comes in. That's where the Dynasty award winning actress shit comes in, Miss Cruiser. T Velocity said, I don't like her, but I felt bad for her. Karma will come in many forms. You know what, Miss T Velocity? I didn't even feel bad for her. Because what she thinks, she loves this nigga, she does not love him. She's getting love confused with like infatuation and lust and other things. So I didn't even feel bad for her. I laughed at that bitch. I listened to that shit 20 times, and every time I hear it, it tickles me to the core. And I know it's horrible. I know it's horrible, but she's a horrible fucking person. So.
The motherfucker, the guy that Robert Blackley on the internet talking shit.
I'm you know what I'm saying? Too.
That's it. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, look at that map right there.
All right, we're going to get back to the additional, the original Scream and Squall, because I love that shit. Where she first started screaming and squalling, bitch. Oh, that's a classic. If I had space on my phone, I'd fucking record it. And lucky for that bitch, I ain't got no more data space left. Bitches, it took up all the space on my little phone.
Y'all ain't finna do this goddamn goofy ass shit.
Well, that's what he gets. Hooligan. Is that what he said? Well, that's what he gets.
You know, I drop the link and let people talk that shit.
That bitch went from that's what he gets to fucking squalling in the matter of 30 seconds.
Oh shit. The police is on me right now. Holy shit. Yo. Yo.
Oh my god.
Drop down on your knees.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That bitch say, oh my god, no. My voice can't even go up that fucking high, bitch. How y'all do that? Oh my god, no.
Yo. That's what happened. What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Ooh, thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the cash app.
He was making threats and he had weapons. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Mixology say she grabbing her jar now. Mixology. That bitch filled my tear jar up to the top with those fucking shenanigans. Do you hear me? As soon as I heard her start crying, bitch, I hit pause and I ripped ass around the corner to my closet. I opened my special little hidey hole, grabbed my tear jar that is earmarked for the beef sector, and I jammed that motherfucker right up underneath her eyeballs. And I got those good, good, sweet, sweet tears, bitch. Oh, yes, I did.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, see, that's that shit right there. You know, now, shit, I wonder if Tracy called in.
No, man.
You know what I'm saying? Right, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't
Like,
nothing to do with no damn shit.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
Soon
God.
as the motherfucker really get down to the really
Oh my God. Hey, look, that's it. That's the E. Oh my God. That's the count. Y'all want to put everything on there. The blame. No, nigga, we gonna make it up. Doing some shit, man. Out of jealousy and hatred. If he ain't got that no, he gonna let it go. So like, oh my God. Again, they gonna. I think it was the threats.
Hey, Miss Diva One. Miss Diva One say Tracy is a dingbat. Excuse me, guys. That's the nice way of putting it, Miss Diva One. Okay, Miss T Velocity says that she never really heard that part. I know, Miss T Velocity, it was a long video. So for your convenience, Miss T Velocity, I have posted that video on my community tab, and I put the timestamp up there for you so you can listen to it at your own convenience in a nice quiet space so you can get all that good, good tea. Sure did. Now, Tracy got 23,000 views on this video. And it was just done a day ago. Shout out to you for that, bitch. Now, 23,000 views, but only 504 likes. So, I mean, that says a little something. But still, it ain't about the likes. The likes don't get you fucking paid. The views get you paid, bitch. And that bitch is racking up the views on this shit right here. Now, I'll give it to her for that. It is a little something, though, that in order to get the views, you have to prostrate yourself in front of all these fucking strangers and people who don't like you. Like, if that's what it takes to get 23,000 views, bitch, it'll never happen to me. I'll never get 1,000 in the chat because I don't do all what it takes to get 1,000 in the chat. And I never will. Thank you, Mixology. Mixology said 90230. And if you want to catch the part where she tells him, well, that's what you get, and you want to see the person in the chat typing that Troy just said he called the police on him, you have to go to 90200. But yeah, that's the timestamp. Thank you, Mixology. Shauna says, yes, Nep, she getting the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony for that performance. Yes, the EGOT. The EGOT. Now, previously, y'all know we had said that Kimmy was the EGOT holder over here because that bitch is an actress herself. But Tracy snatched her crown back. Miss T Velocity said she gonna come on crying tomorrow. You might get some good nimbus, Miss T Velocity. And depending on what you crying about, girl, I may be over there with my tear jar. Don't be mad with me now. That's just how I roll. I don't let good tears go to waste now. It's a drought, ain't it? Ain't California always in a drought? We don't let good tears go to waste.
Remember they said he threatened beefing or whatever? Remember? I mean, y'all might think that shit is funny, but what if them cops kill Rob right now? Oh my God. What if they murder that nigga right now? Oh my God. Okay? Like.
Now, I do also want to point out one thing. So y'all know right before Rob got arrested, like an hour before he got arrested, VS was over there and she hit his link, and I was like, why the fuck did she do that? Because this nigga, he been every bitch that hit his link all night, he disrespected. But according to what VS said, he didn't do her like that. So somebody must have tapped him on his drunk ass shoulder and told him, nigga, this ain't what you want right here. This one right here. You don't want none with this one right here, nigga. Right here, nigga. You see how I switched over into my Cali accent for this one right here, nigga. You don't want to fuck with this one right here, nigga. So somebody must have tapped him on his drunk ass shoulder and told him not to be doing Susie like that, to be calling her all kind of bitches and hoes and talking about how he gonna skeet a baby up in her and all that shit like he was doing them other bitches. So apparently they had a decent little conversation, and she ended up cash apping him like $200 to pump that interview for that good sweet Tracy T. But the nigga couldn't stay out of jail long enough to give her the interview. So it's being said that her $200 is come and gone. People are also pointing out the fact that VS was over there talking big shit about the black sector. Why did we let them in? Why are we fucking with them? They would have never got in if I was still over here in charge, blah, 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 blah. But two people that she has given big cash apps to since she's been back is black sector and black sector. Now, I know Misunderstood says she's sobriety sector. Bitch, no, you ain't, because you don't be over there talking about no sobriety. You come on here and you tell us you've been 300 days sober, and then you get to beefing and talking about black sector shit. So no, you ain't no fucking sobriety sector, bitch. You beef black sector now. Get over it. Mostly black sector. So the two people that she has cash apped have been from the black sector. Meanwhile, Brianna is over there begging her people for fucking highlighters and calculators and erasers and shit. She's going back to school. I think Five Babe was the one that pointed that out. Like TSCC members over there begging people for shit. But VS is out here donating to niggas from a whole nother sector. I get it though. I get it. She got to build TSCC back up, and she has to go outside of the beef sector to build TSCC back up. Cause the beef sector, we got your number, bitch. We got it written down. We know who you are, what you do. We got your number. So of course you're gonna have to go outside of the sector to find new unsuspecting victims who are willing to sit on the phone with you and yours and tell all of their fucking business so you can have something to lord over them in the future if they want to step out of line. Because you know, over there at TSCC, it's always been when I move, you move, just like that. When I move, you move, just like that. So it is something. All right, let me see what else we're going to talk about, because we've been on this Tracy Robb shit for a little while. It's been like an hour. Yeah, she recruiting, and she's recruiting from the right places because they got money over there in them other sectors. And like I said, they are unsuspecting victims. So that's going to be interesting to see a year from now when they all start falling out and she starts making them telling themselves like she's made these beef sector bitches telling themselves. Another thing I want to say, Kiki, Kiki, uh, uh, um, Kiki Kenola, nigga, I would suggest you stand down, player, cause you know not what you do, and you know not who you tangoing with. I would suggest you just if I was you, Kiki, I wouldn't even fuck with VS, because from what we know about VS, you do not align with nothing that bitch aligns with, and sooner or later, once she get a good foothold and a grab hold and see what's going on with you, it's gonna be bad for you, Kiki. So I would suggest you back out of the room slowly. Okay? I'm just saying. From what I know, from what we know, nigga, danger, Will Robinson, danger. It's all good right now, but we see what's about to happen with that shit right there. Cause nigga, you are the exact type of person that Susie used to expose when she had her page. So I don't know if you want those problems. I'm just saying, I'm giving you some good gems and jewels. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna listen. You ain't gonna listen because you're hard headed. And that's fine. And we gonna have all this good commentary off of your bike, nigga. And that's cool. But I just felt like a little twinge of Christianly duty today. So this is my Christianly duty, nigga. Back away slowly. But don't take your eyes off of her while you backing away. Okay? Kiki, Miss Diva One, Ken Nola. Because he over there trying to make himself look impressive to VS. And once she hear all the shit that you been out here doing since she been gone, I don't think she gonna like that. I don't think she's gonna like that. And I feel like people probably already told her and she's already side eyeing, but for right now, she just gonna let it ride because she building her fucking page. But as soon as that snake gets you in her motherfucking gaze, nigga, ooh. That bitch snap real quick. She poisonous and she'll spin and break your motherfucking bones. So a Kimmy mod, fuck that Brokeback Mountain looking trick. Listen. Miss Diva One, why come was I watching movies last night and the next movie that was recommended for me to watch was Brokeback Mountain and I was like, fuck no. I was like, I ain't got time for that shit today. Miss Diva One say, get his ass, VS. Miss Diva One, give her a little time. Give her a little time. It is definitely going to happen. We see the shit right around the corner. I don't know if he see the shit. I don't know if that's his plan. I don't know if he ready for it and that's just his plan to get clout or whatever. But ooh, nigga, if you know like we know, you leave that one right there the fuck alone. Just leave it alone. Hold on, y'all. Hey RMD, I don't know if I spoke to you. I've been seeing you in here, but I don't know if I spoke to you. Hey Cash Joycey, thank you for being a member. Neptarian said, I'm just minding my business like the rest of us, nigga. Now, I also posted on my community tab that in VS's last video, she literally took accountability for like the fuck shit that she was doing out here before she got her ass locked. She said that she, looking back on it with hindsight, she said that she feels like she deserved to be sat down for 3 years because she, looking at herself back then, she was really getting out of hand. And when she said that, it shocked the shit out of me because, we're not really used to people taking accountability for their actions and things out here. And I really appreciated that from her. So I did make a post on it and I gave her accolades for taking accountability. But I also said that just because you're taking accountability doesn't mean that those of us who have been here and who know you and who have been watching you ain't still very apprehensive about you because we know you. And she's also said that she's different, but she's still the same. So we can see some of the same tendencies in her, but I can see a little bit of the difference, but it's still early. And people are not really fucking with her like they were fucking with her back in the day yet. So she's also made several statements and she's also basically told people like, just don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. And maybe some people will heed the warning, maybe others won't. I feel like some won't. I did hear Susie talking about Cookie was over there dragging her, and she was like, "I don't know what that's about because I don't even know Cookie." So I'm gonna say right now, I feel like a Cookie and VS beef would be gold. That would be great because Cookie, she's a tough cookie, no pun intended, and so is VS. And they both are intelligent women in their own rights as far as the commentary they give and their points and opinions. And if Cookie wants a beef, that's the one to beef with, Cookie. I believe she would be a great opponent for you, and vice versa. Now, I don't know, and it might be a little bit difficult for VS because Cookie is from a whole nother side, and I don't know if anybody on that side will be willing to, I guess, give VS all Cookie's information so VS could have a little foothold on who Cookie is and what Cookie does. I don't know if Cookie ever really watched VS back in the day. Now, I know Cookie was one of those black sector people who said that she had been in the bushes over here in the B sector for years. That's what she says. So that'll be a little interesting. Miss Diva One said, I can see through the bullshit that was brought to us by VS and Todd. Miss Diva One, leave Todd out of it. Todd innocent this time. Miss Diva One said, Cookie too strong of a person for VS. You think so, Miss Diva One? So if it do come down to Cookie and VS, who do y'all think has the advantage? I think maybe Cookie might have a slight advantage because Cookie has kind of been out here and she's heard all this VS slander and VS commentary for a couple of years. So, but VS has not really been on, well, according to the what the police and the probation, she was not supposed to be on YouTube for a couple of years. So she doesn't really have a foothold on Cookie and couldn't possibly really drag Cookie like somebody who has been out here watching Cookie. All right, so RMD say he think Cookie has the advantage. I think Cookie does too. But don't discount VS, cause we know that bitch is a beast in her own right. So that'll be an interesting one if they do get to tangoing with each other, Cookie and VS. So be on the lookout for that. Because it seems like VS, she mentioned it a couple times in her live that, she saw that Cookie was over there dragging her and she don't know what that's about, but bitch, leave me alone before I have to get with you. Basically, that's what she was saying. And I don't think Cookie gonna heed the warning. So we gonna keep an eye on that one right there, bitch. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are. Miss Diva One said, yep, Cookie was skull drag VS. Plus, Cookie pull-up game is strong, i.e. ZEX 3 a.m. door call. Well, yeah, Cookie do have a strong pull-up game for local pull-ups, but Cookie don't even have a fucking car and a license. So how the hell her ass going to get to Virginia to pull up on anybody with no car and no license? It be these walking ass bitches that always want to pull up on somebody, but whatever. Let's see. So Katoria is back out here in these streets. If y'all don't know who Katoria is, that's Pretty T. If you don't know who Pretty T is, then I ain't gonna explain it to you because that's old school beef sector. So Katoria is back out here in these streets and she's saying little thing that I saw Katoria post. She said, the Virginia girl is out of $200 and she's crying to get it back now. She couldn't afford to give it no damn way. I hope Muttface spends it. So what Katoria is talking about was Susie Cash App and Rob the $200. And people were also saying that Tracy was in possession of Rob's Cash App card. So people were saying that the $200 that Susie Cash App Rob went straight to Tracy because Tracy got the nigga Cash App card. Now, Tracy did say that she does not have his Cash App card. Tracy also did say that she does not have his jewelry and that the shit was fake anyway. I believe what she said she does have was like his Apple Watch and his ID and like some other little shit, like probably his clothes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and I will give it to Tracy. Tracy was willing to give him his shit back, but he got out talking big shit, and I think maybe that's out the door now. If I was Tracy, first thing this morning, my ass would have been down to John's Pawn Savings and Loan pawning that motherfucking Apple Watch. But you know what? Nope. I know I wouldn't have, because if I was Tracy, that bitch would have been sold. I wouldn't even have pawned it. I'd have sold it to one of them little niggas around there in the Amberton Links apartment complex. I sure would have. As soon as I got my ass back into my hometown, I would have sold all of his shit. Yep. And I would have taken them motherfucking clothes and put them right up there by one of them Goodwill boxes. You know, them boxes where you could put clothes and shit in for the less fortunate? Yep. That shit would have been out of my fucking life, but that's just me. I'm more of a mean, evil, spiteful bitch in that way. Miss Diva once say, bump all this. Where is Wiley and Bless Watkins and her dirty possum fur wig? Baby, Bless Watkins didn't hit it on you bitches. Bless Watkins did it the right way. Bless Watkins slowly weaned herself up out of this bitch. And about a solid month before Susie came back, month and a half, Bless Watkins wasn't even hitting alive no more. Bless Watkins, the last we saw from her ass uploaded something from around the church house, and her ass uploaded something from her grandbaby's soccer game, and that bitch was gone. Shout out to Bless motherfucking Holy Water Watkins. Say, you bitches ain't finna fuck up her good retirement and her easy living days with this bullshit. Bless Watkins said she had 3 years in the sun up underneath the thumb of that bitch. And now that the bitch is back, her ass is gone. Bless Watkins said she came to do what she needed to do and she gone. She retired. Bless Watkins is retired, bitch. We just gonna have to take it in and get over it. Cause Bless is like, Which tells me that Bless is fully aware of all the bullshit she been doing out here for all these many years, and she just don't feel like getting called out for it. Nep said Bless Watkins did that. Yes, she did. Bless Watkins did that shit. And y'all need to take a note out of her motherfucking book on how to exit like a lady. Bless Watkins picked that big ass wig up and slung it over her shoulder and said, bitch, we out of here. Fuck this. We is out of here, bitch. She cut the mustard and bounced early. Mixology, you and this fucking mustard, bitch. Oh my God. If you get a package from me and you open it up and it's a case of mustard, that's what you fucking get, Mixology. That's what you get. That's what you get. All right. In non-beef sector news, my favorite rapper, Gucci, him and his wife, Keisha Kaor, they just had their second baby. It's a little girl. She was born on the 8th, which was like, 2 days ago? And her name is Iceland. So cute. So I just wanted to put that out there. Gucci and Keisha just had their second baby, a little girl named Iceland. And you know, they little boy, he's about 2, almost 3. His name is Ice. So they got Ice and Iceland. So cute. Rihanna in the Super Bowl is coming up. So we are still really, really, really excited for that. Let's see what else. Ooh, all right. So let's get into this shit right here. Ooh, Miss Diva One, I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, what did Miss Diva One bring up? Question Thotty, who do you think played the biggest role in TSCC? Where did the purse holder go to? I forgot her name, the one that worked at the bank. Her name was it Cynthia? I think it was Cynthia. I want to say Cynthia G, but I don't. It was Cynthia, I think, and her ass worked it at the SunTrust Bank. Well, listen, her ass was gone before VS even did that IHOP shit. Once that woman got that money and spanked off, we ain't her hide nor hair from her ass since. If I had to guess, Miss Diva One, she pulled the ultimate okey doke and changed her fucking YouTube name, and she's still out here amongst us. We just don't know who the fuck she is, if I had to guess. Because this is, at the end of the day, Hotel California. You could check out, but you will never leave. The beef sector has a way of putting its motherfucking hooks in your ass. And when you in there, bitch, we in here for life. We family now. Okay? We family now. Y'all just gonna have to get over it. All right, so let's see. Let's see. We're gonna talk about 30-minute break. Hold on. I'm going through my text messages. Give me a second, y'all. All right, so um Dovey yesterday. Dovey had a great fucking live. And VS hit Dovey's link. Even before VS hit Dovey's link, Dovey had a great live. Now, y'all know I watched Dovey now. In the beginning, I couldn't get into it. I couldn't understand it. But once I was able to wrap my mind around what's going on over there with Dovey, I get it. I understand it. It's hilarious. So, Dovey was live and VS hit her link. Now, they was over there talking, and it was some tea spill over there on Dovey's live. I don't know if all of y'all caught it. Last I passed by the live, it had like 1.3K views on it. It could be a little higher now. But I don't know if y'all caught it, but just in case you didn't, bitch, I did take a couple of little notes through text message from what I was telling my bitches. So, what I took down was VS said that Bless Watkins, she was surprised that Bless Watkins and Nika and them even had that little alliance that they had, because from where Susie was sitting and what Susie knows, Bless Watkins never liked Nika or Brianna's asses. And Susie, she said it like, she said, yeah, I don't even know how they stayed together so long, because from what I know, Bless Watkins never liked Nika and Brianna. So that was some tea that was spilled over there on Dovey. Once again, Susie said that Bless never liked Nika or Brianna. And then Dovey got the telling on Pizarro and Brianna and Nika and Bless to Susie. Dovey was over there telling, baby. She was telling about the shit that happened with the hurricane fund, how they decided to come over there and snatch her little idea for raising money for the hurricane. Dovey was over there telling Susie how Pizarro lied about the hurricane and got money from people only to take the money to the casino and be like, how you bitches is stupid. Y'all gave me y'all money and I took it to the casino. Baby, Dovey was telling everything. It was tattletale time over there. Do you hear me? And then Susie started talking and she said, yeah, isn't it interesting how Bless won't drop down in nobody's chat? What y'all think I have on her? What do y'all think I have on her? This is Susie talking. Susie said, yeah, why y'all think Bless won't drop in chats? What do you think I have on her? And then Susie said that Bless Watkins, Holy Water Watkins, Mother Blessed, was one of the main ones passing around Miss Odetta picture back in the day. And if y'all don't know who Miss Odetta is, that's Tracy Mama. That picture of Tracy Mama in the casket. Susie said Bless Watkins was one of the main ones in the background passing that shit around back in the day. And then they got on Jay Dunn's ass, bitch. And I was here for that shit when they got on Jay Dunn's ass, bitch. Susie said that from what she knows, Jay Dunn's mama never told her who her daddy was. Susie said Jay Dunn found her daddy because she was walking into a liquor store or a convenience store one day, and Jay Dunn passed by the nigga. And then she stopped and she turned around and she went over to him. And when she walked up to him, the man looked at her. And he took one look at her and he said, your name is Jasmine, isn't it? And she said, yes. And that's how she met her father. She just happened upon him outside of a convenient slash liquor slash Dollar Tree, whatever. I said, ooh, bitch. That says a lot. Oh, Brooklyn Star said, notice how Dovey didn't spill her scams. Of course she did, Brooklyn Star. When you get to tattletaling on bitches, you don't tattletale on yourself. You never tattletale on yourself. You let them other bitches do all that if they decide to. Mixology said they telling on each other, not themselves, which makes for good YouTube entertainment. Hey, Betty White. So yes, bitch. When hey Bertha, when Susie said that J Dunn found her daddy from just running into him outside of a convenience store, liquor store, Dollar Tree, I said, bitch. Who? You better spill that tea. And then let's see. Oh, and then after that, over on Dovey, Tia, Big Boss General, that screaming ass ignorant bitch from Mississippi, she hit Dovey's link and tried to come for Susie. And Susie was like, bitch, who the fuck is you? I don't even know who you are. Bitch, who are you? What do you want? So Susie was like, I don't care. I don't know who you are. And who are you to question me? And Tia was like, I'm Big Boss General. I was like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Tia was popping shit saying that Dovey knows her. Because Susie was like, Dovey, you want to talk to this bitch or are you trying to talk to me? Because I ain't got this to do. Susie was about to be out. So basically, Susie gave Dovey an ultimatum. Either you're going to take this bitch down or I'm leaving. And guess who the fuck got took down? Tia was over there popping shit talking about Dovey know me. Dovey ain't going to take me down. Dovey been know me. Dovey know who I am. Dovey know me more than you. Guess who got took it down? Dovey said, bitch. Dovey said, all right, Tia, I'm going to talk to you later, baby doll. And took her ass directly down. I said, who? When Tia got took down, Susie was like, bloop. Bitch, you know where the power lies, Tia, and it does not lie with you, ma'am. Definitely does not. All right, so we talked about that already. I'm scrolling past Rob's new charges, just in case you don't know. He was charged with 1 felony, 1 misdemeanor. The felony is for threats to commit death or bodily injury. The misdemeanor was for resisting arrest. And we believe that the misdemeanor might be dropped if it's not already, because we did not see him resisting. Talked about that. And I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the gist of it. Unless y'all have anything else that I missed that y'all want to talk about of any importance or relevance. Stomp Down was over there the other day. He did another video yesterday, 2 videos of himself out and about walking, showing them legs and that body real bad. Drop the link. What link, bitch? What link? Girl, ain't no link to drop. I ain't on the StreamYard. I'm on regular old YouTube. Miss Diva 1 got a question. Hold on. Bertha, not early enough. I am playing catch up. What's your question, Miss Diva 1? Y'all know I ain't got no link. and Mixology and Miss Diva 1, y'all have access to me, so y'all don't need me to drop a link. Y'all can just call a bitch. Betty White said his feet go way opposite in his imaginary 32 waist. I don't know why he boasts and brag on a 32 waist. Like, that's, I don't know. I need a nigga with a little bit thicker than a 32 waist. I can't do nothing with a 32 waist but break it. I'll break your fucking spine, nigga. I can't do nothing with a 32 waist ass nigga. But ask him to get the fuck out of my way. Cause you too tender, nigga. You too little and tender. Uh-uh. Betty White said like Doug feet. When he first turned his camera on that first time and he was showing his feet, his legs and shit, I said, "Oh, these niggas is about to drag down." And I sat in there with my family and they was like, "How could they drag him? He's not showing nothing." I said like this. I said, "You see how that one foot is cocked to the east and that other motherfucker cocked to the west? They gonna drag that shit." I said, "You see how his ankle look a little ashy right there? They gonna drag that shit." I said, "You see that knuckle? You see when he opened the door to that convenience store, how them knuckles was a little ashy? They gonna drag that shit." I said, "This nigga said he was light skinned like the barge in them, but this motherfucker my complexion. They gonna drag that shit." I said, "You can see the fucking reflection of his block shaped head in the mirror. They gonna drag that shit." So my family was confused on what was there's nothing to drag. He didn't show it. I said he showed plenty. And them bitches gonna drag. And I'll be goddamned if they didn't drag everything that I stated to my family plus more. I'm surprised they didn't say that one leg was shorter than the other. I'm surprised they didn't say his calves and his thighs was reversed. He got little thighs and big fucking thigh shaped calves. Like that's where that's all the shit that I told my family that the niggas was gonna say. And they said most of it, but they didn't say all of it. But there's some there if you are a dragging connoisseur, if you know what you are looking for. There's definitely there. And I like the nigga. I'm a fan, but I can still there's always there for everybody. Even if you don't cut on your camera, there's always there. There's there with Pizarro. We can hear that bitch's tongue is spread from the east to the west of her mouth, and that motherfucker probably weighs 10 pounds. And it slides out of her mouth like a fucking slug. We can hear that big heavy tongue bitch. We can hear her tone of voice, and it probably tells us that she's a little bitty short bitch. She probably on midget status, like fucking Read the Heart of Philadelphia. Like there's always there for anybody if you are a dragging connoisseur. T. Danielle said he's going to eventually have a camera slip. See, that's the thing, T. Danielle, with those little videos that he uploads of himself walking, they're not lives, they're uploads. So he's recording the shit, he's looking at it himself, and then he's putting it out. So I don't think he's going to get caught. Now, if he starts doing them little walks and shit on live, he might get caught. But as long as he keeps doing the uploads, he's all right. And you know, all the niggas want to do is to try to catch him to fuck with his job, to call his job and shit. Because if it's all about just the body and who he is and what he looks like I said, I just dragged his ass off of shadows and fucking legs. Okay? So there's always there, but that's not what they want. They want to call his fucking job. They want to get him evicted. They want to have him out and down and destitute and downtrodden. These fucking crabs in a barrel ass niggas. Mixology said thick as hell gathering spit in the size, child. And also, if what Pizarro says is true about her cracked skull injury from getting flung off the fair ride, then she definitely not gonna turn the camera on. Like if you had an injury like that, her eye probably permanently cocked. Like, ain't no way that Wiley is walking around here with a cock eye with no head injury, and Pizarro had a head injury that had her ass dead for 3 hours, according to her, and her eye ain't fucking cocked. Oh, okay. That motherfucker is leaning to the left, and she probably got a pair of fucking bifocals on that will put Deanna's to shame. I'm just saying. Nep said, "Nope, I'm not doing this." Yes, the fuck you are, Neptarian. You're doing it. You right here, right beside me, nigga. I saved this seat right here, right for you, because we doing this together. We in it together. Betty White, no, she did not fall from a roller coaster. According to her, she was flung across the park. She woke up on the other side of the park. Well, she didn't even wake up. She was flung across the park and died and laid there on the table dead for 3 hours and then rose up on the third hour, like how Jesus rose up on the third day. I'm not laughing. I swear I'm not. Oh, I'm not laughing. Oh my God. Hi, Incognito. How are you? It was a fair, not an amusement park. Yeah, it was a state fair, she said. I am having a wonderful day, Incognito, and it's about to be even better because I'm about to get out of here in a minute and I'm going to have some brunch. I think I'm going to make some shrimp and grits for brunch. I think I'm feeling shrimp and grits this afternoon for brunch. I think that's a nice. It's heavy enough to. I'm not gonna be hungry until dinner, but it's light enough to where it's not like a whole bunch of fucking calories and stuff. I'm not gonna put any cheese in it. I'm just gonna do like a basic shrimp and grits. Doreen is blessed and said YT never showed a news article. Listen. I had started to look up some old articles because if she's 30 and it happened when she was 5, that means it happened 25 years ago. I know how to add and calculate when I get into the mood to add and calculate. So I think I had calculated it up to like somewhere in the mid 90s and I was looking for some articles. I maybe spent like 5 or 6 minutes looking. Then I got distracted and I just never went back looking for any articles. But I've always said, like, the more she talks, the more she's going to get herself popped. But I don't think she really has anything to worry about because, once again, Pizarro is not new. She's new to making beef videos as far as in the past couple of years. But before Pizarro was ever beefing, that bitch had been doing conspiracy theory videos. Like, that's how I know Pizarro. I know Pizarro from being in the comment section over there with Sean. This is before live. I know her from seeing her in the comment section over there with Sean and James, and from seeing her in the comment section over there for the love of juice. And I know her from her conspiracy theory videos and shit. And if I know the kind of conspiracy theorist that I am, and if I don't have a fucking Facebook, and if I don't have social media, and if I don't have any connections with any family members, so I don't think she does either. If I believe Facebook is the devil, I have a feeling that Pizarro believes Facebook is the devil, and she does not have one. So even if y'all try to find her, it's going to be real hard because she doesn't have Facebook. Like, it's going to be hard for y'all to find me if you really want to find me. I don't have Facebook. I don't have connections to other family members and shit like that. Not online. Because I never trusted Facebook is self-fucking reporting. Do you know when the police are looking for you or if they're investigating you, do you know the first place they go is your fucking social media, your Facebook? I'm not into self-reporting. I never have been. I'm not into letting strangers in on my personal life. I never have been. And if I think I know what I know about Pizarro, she never has been either. So, Mixology said all social media is the devil, especially YouTube. Yeah. It's a dangerous world out here on this social media shit, Mixology. VS got 20 for the information. Listen, I heard VS over there saying that it would only cost her $20 to find the girl. And VS was also saying that, she knows that Brianna and Nika and them have the girl's phone number and her email address, and that's all she would need. So I don't know about that. Like, you can't find me off of my phone number either because I My phone is through Walmart Family Mobile. And it's like it's not prepaid, but yeah, it's fucking prepaid. So I didn't have to sign up with my name or anything. There's no name attached to this account. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to run my credit like fucking Sprint or T-Mobile. And there's no name attached to this goddamn account. So I, I don't know. I will say good luck. Good fucking luck. And especially since Pizarro has been out here from the beginning, she knows the tools that people use to dox. And those tools are phone numbers, emails, and Facebook. And if you don't have any of that, how are they going to get you? So I think that's why Pizarro playing their fucking faces, because they know, she knows that without a Facebook, them bitches have no point A to even start with her. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I don't know for sure, but from what I've been seeing, Mixology said we all have a way to be found. Yeah, we do. We all have a way to be found, but with the way the doxers are over here, they use social media as a tool of finding you. And if you don't have social media like that, they're not going to find you. They're not going to find you. And my family members know I don't do Facebook. When we're out and about and we're taking pictures and we're doing shit, they know not to post me. Don't fucking post me on your Facebook. I don't have Facebook, so I don't want to be on yours. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Pizarro's family knows the same fucking thing. Don't post me on your Facebook. I don't have one. I don't want you. I don't want to be on yours. Don't post my kids and shit either. Baby come back of the small BS. She better read cyber laws. Oh, okay. It was a typo. Baby to come back on the old BS. Yeah, well, yeah, the laws have changed a little bit since she's been gone, and we're really gonna get a chance to see. We're really gonna get a chance to see. Let's see. There we go. How this shit plays out in a little while, because hold on, y'all. I gotta blow this nose. All right, y'all, I'm back. So, like I was saying, we're really gonna see how this shit gets a chance to play out in a little while, because Pizarro has said from the beginning of this shit, if she don't give a fuck who cool with who, she gonna do her commentary how she do her commentary, and she ain't gonna bite her tongue for no bitch. So y'all know eventually that shit's gonna piss VS off, and it's gonna be on and popping between those two. Like, we can already see it brewing. So we'll see. But if I had to guess, I think that Pizarro has pretty much tried to protect herself from social media for a multitude of years. And that's why she feels so comfortable in the skin that she's in, doing the trolling that she does, is because she knows that she's protected herself against other forms of social media. If I had to guess, I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, y'all know I will come out here and tell you, bitch, I was wrong. Doreen said, I got a few people like that. We all know, don't post which ones. I'm Doreen. I'm one of those ones. Don't post me on your fucking social media. Like, I have resisted the urge all of these years to create my own goddamn Facebook page. Don't put me on yours. Mixology says she tired of biting her thick tongue from just breathing. Mixology. Chipper said, hello, are we in the age of facial and voice recognition? You can be found through a picture of your face attached to a driver's license, a passport, and mugshots. Yes, I know, Tripper. But who has access to the facial recognition files of the driver's license and the passport and the mugshots of it all? Who has access to that on YouTube? And if you do have access to that, it's from your job, and you better not be using it to dock no fucking body, or you're gonna lose your job. You are about to lose your job. You are about to lose your job. So those are tools of access, but those are tools of access for law enforcement, etc., etc. And we don't have those tools available to us as the regular public. So, I mean, Pizarro, in my opinion, she's gonna get herself popped by the little fucking comments and shit she makes. For example, she told us a couple of weeks ago that the lady who does her taxes is the same lady who's her bail bondsman. So we know she says she lives in the Miami area. So how hard would it for somebody to be finding people who are bail bondsmen / tax preparers in the Miami area? We know she say she in the Miami area, and she be telling us like these different little fast food places and shit she going to. All it's gonna take is for one of these YouTube bitches to be working the window at the motherfucking Zaxby's and to recognize her loud ass voice and snap a picture. Like, I feel like that's the way her ass is gonna get got. Like how Brie got walking out of Ladies of the Sea, under the sea, under the sea, under the sea. Like how she got popped walking out of that motherfucker by a random. Pizarro's voice is very distinctive, and her ass gonna be out there in the streets one day doing all that screaming and hollering and yelling and shit. And somebody gonna be like, bitch, is that? And she be in the casino all the time. People in that area, they go to the casino all the time. So that type of shit is gonna get her ass popped, in my opinion. Not no fucking Facebook online doxing type of shit. It's gonna be in some real life shit. Somebody gonna see her at the Target or the Walmart or whatever. Somebody gonna be a mama down at the school where her kids go to. Something along them lines, in my opinion. Chipper said niggas use illegal CPN, but you can't lie with fingerprints. What is a CPN? Mixology said, yep, it's gonna be a J Dummy situation. Bumping into someone and they're gonna have a feeling. Yep. Yep. That's what I think, Mixology. Chipper said, I have real estate. I do FBI, BCI ground background checks on every applicant applying. Well, yeah, okay. So you have access because of your job, Chipper. Mixology said the world is small. Yes, it is, Mixology. And it seems like the more and more years that we are out here on these YouTube streets, the more and more connected it seems like people are. Mixology said in Florida is even smaller. Yes, it is, because everybody know everybody. Google CPN, it's happening. I thought you people would know about it. It's been going on for the last 7 years. CPN. Now I've heard of a CPN number, but I can't remember what the fuck that means right now. All right, guys. I think we are about out of here. It has been an hour and 54 minutes. And y'all know I can run my mouth for a little bit longer, but eh, I think we've done enough for today. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to all the watchers. Thank you to all my bitches in the bushes. And thank you to the 38 people who decided to hit that like button. Y'all are fucking superstars in your own right. All right, guys, have a great day. And y'all be safe out here, okay? And we will talk as soon as some more shit pops off. I don't think it'll be that long. Because they've really been keeping shit jumping. The beef sector has been beef sectoring. I don't know who came up with that saying, but it is true. And it rings. The beef sector is beef sectoring. Y'all have a great day, and I will talk to y'all in a little bit. All right, guys. Peace.